All right, today we're diving into a topic that is, and I mean this, absolutely critical for anyone in maritime safety: ECDIS chart management. We're going to see how this is so much more than just software. It's really about the fundamental integrity of modern navigation, and, well, how getting it wrong can be totally catastrophic.
Let's just kick things off with this really stark warning from Captain Crew Vaughn, because honestly, it frames the stakes perfectly. Think about it. A tool that's designed to prevent disaster can, if you neglect it, become the very thing that causes one. It gives you this false sense of security, which is maybe the most dangerous place a navigator can be.
So how does that even happen, right? How does a lifeline turn into a liability? Well, an unmanaged ECDS is basically a map that's lying to you. It might not show a new wreck or a brand new exclusion zone, or even a simple navigational aid that's on the fritz. Following that bad data, that's not just navigating blind. It's worse. It's navigating with confidence, but with completely wrong information. Okay, so to really get our heads around how to manage this thing, we need a good way to think about it. And the best mental model is this: the electronic chart system. It's the beating heart of your vessel's navigation.
So chart management, then, isn't just about clicking a few buttons. No, it's the active, disciplined skill of keeping that heart healthy. It's all about the preventive care and the emergency response that makes sure every single beat, every piece of data is accurate, valid, and totally trustworthy.
So let's talk about that preventative care. Just like a real heart, the ECDIS needs a disciplined, steady routine to stay healthy. And it all starts with something that sounds almost too simple: your chart licenses. Checking your license status is usually a super straightforward 3-step process right there in the menu. You just go from chart to chart maintenance and then to license. It seems basic, I know, but this simple, routine check is your absolute first line of defense.
And why is this so critical? I mean, just imagine the nightmare. You're sailing into a new region and poof, the chart goes blank. All because a license expired. This isn't just a safety issue, you know? It's a major compliance failure. Port State Control inspectors will check your licenses. And believe me, an expired permit can lead to some very costly delays or even get the vessel detained.
Now, beyond licenses, you've got the lifeblood of the system, the data itself. And the rules on this, they're crystal clear. Under SOLAS, that's the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, weekly chart updates are not just, a good idea. They are a mandatory legal requirement, period. On most vessels, this whole job falls to the second officer. They're the ones managing the weekly data and making sure the system is up to date. But you know what's just as important as doing the update? Proving you did it. Every single update has to be meticulously recorded in a logbook, because without that paper trail, as far as regulators are concerned, it just never happened. Okay, so we've talked about routine care. Now, let's switch gears to emergency response. Sometimes you just can't wait for the next weekly update. Dangers can pop up out of nowhere, and you need a way to get that information onto your chart right now. And that's where manual updates come into play. So picture it. You're out there mid-voyage, and a nav text message crackles through. It's reporting a newly discovered, uncharted wreck, and it's directly in your path. The weekly update is still days away, so what do? The answer is manual intervention. You got to handle it yourself. Essentially, you have 3 key powers here. You can create a new object, plot that danger area around the new wreck. You can modify an existing one, say update the status of a buoy that's acting up. Or you can delete an object entirely, like removing a wreck that's just been salvaged and isn't a threat anymore. But listen, this power comes with huge responsibility, and this is where the stakes get incredibly high. A single misplaced number in a set of coordinates doesn't just create a small error, it can lead to absolute disaster. That's why every single manual entry has to be treated with the utmost seriousness and, ideally, cross-checked by another officer. No exceptions. Thankfully, the ECDIS itself actually helps you manage this risk. The system is designed to make a really clear visual difference between the official data and your manual updates. A warning you enter yourself will pop up with a special symbol, often some kind of cautionary icon, which tells the entire bridge team, hey, pay attention, this needs extra vigilance. And that really brings us to our final and maybe most important point. All of these things we've talked about, the license checks, the weekly updates, those careful manual entries, there's so much more than just items on a checklist. They really represent the core of a navigator's professional responsibility. This is the ultimate takeaway right here. Managing your ECDIS chart system is a direct, tangible act of ensuring safety. Every single action you take is a vital link in the chain that protects the vessel, the cargo, your crewmates, and, of course, your own life. So we'll end with a question for you to think about. When it comes to the digital heart of your navigation, have you done the checks? Have you maintained the discipline? To put it simply, is your chart's heart beating strong?